Last week, a woman was chained by neck to the floor, padlock on a chain around her neck. Neighbors heard her scream. Police were able to break into this home to rescue her from a second floor bedroom. Thank you for your time.
Pretty good now? Yeah. I got a bunch of leaves. Oh, shit. That one's hard. Look at that boy out. Which window she kick out? Where you see a ladder at? I got a ladder at the ladder on the side. Is anybody else in there? He did what? Is he Hispanic? Where's the kid? Yeah. But there's no one else in here, right? No, you can tell. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. That's the sad information. Let's go down here and read a little bit of what happened. Oh, mercy.
When you sleep more deeply, you wake up more energized. Introducing Purple's new...
Police in Kentucky rescued a woman they found chained to the floor of a home in Louisville last week. The Louisville Metro Police Department was alerted to the incident on the evening of August 16th after neighbors reported hearing a woman screaming for help, LMPD said. Police arrived at the home and saw the woman in the home's second-story window, but had trouble getting inside because the doors and first-story windows had been barricaded. In footage released by LMPD on Tuesday, police could be seen using a ladder provided by a neighbor to reach the woman. Once inside, one of the officers discovered a disturbing scene. The woman had a chain around her neck, which was secured by a master lock, and that chain was bolted to the floor with screws, police wrote in a Facebook post shared Tuesday. The video showed an officer using a hatchet to break the chain. Thank you so much, the distressed woman said through tears. This is the lock around her neck, attached to a chain, which was also connected to the floor inside of a bedroom. Medical workers arrived to evaluate and treat the victim. In the video, fire officials were also seen using bolt cutters to remove the portion of the chain padlocked around the woman's neck. Police did not release details on the search for the woman's captor, but confirmed the suspect was apprehended 2 days after the victim was rescued from the house. On Facebook, officials said LMPD also gave credit to the neighbors for reporting the suspicious activity they observed that evening. Shout out again to that block for seeing something and saying something. Y'all saved a life that day, the department wrote. Exactly. Louisville, Kentucky is where this transpired a week ago. That is a picture of the lady. Do not know if she is Caucasian or Hispanic herself, but she claims that the captor is Hispanic. And he was apprehended 2 days later. Where was he apprehended? In Louisville, outside of Louisville. How long had he have this young lady chained up? Did she know him? Were they dating, married? Was she a visitor? Did he kidnap her, sex worker? And as you'll hear on News Nation, it doesn't matter about her background. The point is no one has the right to abuse you, hold you captive, torture you, and or the worst case scenario. This is a very baffling story. I will be going live shortly to discuss this case and other cases that are breaking news right now here in America. My upcoming live will be pertaining to Gilgo Beach, BTK. And we can also discuss the story out of Louisville, Kentucky. Fox 8 is the source. This is bad. And I want to thank those people who called, because a lot of you don't like to get involved in things. You don't like to call when you hear people hollering, screaming, arguing, fussing, fighting, because if it's a worst case scenario, you don't want to have to go to court to testify, and I get that. But the point is, you can remain anonymous in making a 911 call. You don't have to give your real name. You don't have to give your address. You don't even have to say, I'm the upstairs neighbor, downstairs neighbor, the neighbor across the street. You don't have to say anything. Just say, there's something going on at this address, hang up the phone. The police will do the rest, such as in this situation here. Somebody saw her standing in the window or near the window, yelling out, and she was able to be rescued. You also hear that the doors and windows were barricaded downstairs. The doors were barricaded to where they had a problem trying to get in. So he was making sure she was not going to get out of this dungeon, this second floor dungeon. So he made sure of that. Okay, she gets out of this padlock. I still got it barricaded. Make a hard way for her to get out. So how was it barricaded from the inside? Do not know. When I get more information, I'll bring you that update. But he also wanted to make sure that nobody would get in if they were looking for her or heard her scream. So this is what we have to ask. Who is she to him? Because to barricade her in would lead one to believe perhaps he knows her. People will come look for her. They can't get in. I'm not really sure. But this was the latest information I found in the Google search pertaining to the News Nation update. I want to thank you for your time. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Stay tuned for another live stream pertaining to Gilgo Beach, Mr. Rex Heuermann, BTK, and also the ex-police chief of Gilgo Beach, who has now been arrested for solicitation. Thank you for your time. You've been listening to The Vault XL.